The scope and intensity of the mass demonstrations this week in the streets of every major American city, and in hundreds of smaller ones too, invited comparisons to the protests of 1968. In the space of just a few months that year, Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in Memphis. Robert F. Kennedy was killed in Los Angeles. And there was chaos at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, all against the backdrop of an unpopular war in Vietnam. The times are different now, but the American tradition of protest continues. Harry Smith has our Sunday Spotlight.
Blame the founders. Free speech, freedom of assembly. It's in the First Amendment, top of the list.
Does protest work?
It absolutely does. Let's not forget that we're a nation born of riotous protests. The Boston Tea Party was about attacking the capitalist system of the British Empire.
Alvin Tillery is the head of the Center for Diversity and Democracy at Northwestern University.
In your life, has any time felt quite like this time?
I think that this is significantly different than other periods of uprisings, in large part because of the magnitude of the uprisings, the young multiracial crowd.
Inspired, he says, by an image.
The particular cruelty in which Mr. Floyd was killed just created a visceral reaction on the part of our nation.
In the 20th century, women marched to win the right to vote. Workers' rights were won after protests responding to the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire killed more than 100 people.
But the one that we know the most about and we associate when we think protest is the movement of Dr. King and Miss Rosa Parks, because that was on television.
Seen this week on television, the clearing of a street near the White House to make room for a presidential photo op. Particularly egregious to House Majority Whip James Clyburn.
The First Amendment gives us the right to petition our government for a redress of our grievances. That's what makes us different.
Clyburn has lived the history of the civil rights movement. He met his late wife in jail after a protest while they were both in college. This time now, the huge crowds, the diversity, not altogether new, he says, but promising, maybe.
Do you feel like America is in a spot that it wants to atone?
Yes, I do. The majority of Americans feel that. I know that by listening to them. But I also know that such coalition is pretty fragile and could be destroyed.
Can it turn into something that makes America better?
Oh, absolutely. This country doesn't need to be made great again. It is already great. Our challenge is to make that greatness accessible and affordable by all.
A tantalizing possibility. The founders would be impressed. For Sunday Today, Harry Smith, New York.